What made you go full Karen mode? When my ex-boyfriend tried to have me fired from my teaching job with fake allegations, I was done playing defense. He'd been telling everyone I was unstable since our breakup. Pure lies, but effective ones. The harassment report he filed was based on fabricated evidence he claimed showed me stalking him. I had proof it was all manufactured, but HR didn't want to hear it. It started small. He'd call my principal claiming I was showing up at his workplace looking erratic and disheveled. Every time I had to provide my actual whereabouts and security footage proving I was nowhere near his office. Then he escalated. Told my school district I'd been sending inappropriate messages to him during work hours. The superintendent awkwardly explained they'd received concerning reports about my professional conduct. The disciplinary hearing was a nightmare. He brought printed screenshots of text messages that supposedly showed me threatening his new girlfriend. My union rep said the metadata looked suspicious, but we needed concrete proof they were fabricated. That's when I started recording everything. Every interaction, every phone call, every time he tried to bait me into responding to his provocations. He didn't know I'd kept all our old shared cloud accounts active. The real breakthrough came when I discovered he'd been coordinating his lies through his group chat with his college buddies. They'd left me in their shared photo album by mistake. I found screenshots of their planning sessions. Just say she showed up outside your gym looking crazy, one friend texted. Make sure you mention the restraining order violation. It'll look like a pattern. Another replied, this is so messed up, but whatever. She deserves it for not taking you back. I recorded every word, downloaded every conversation. The week before my final disciplinary hearing, he ramped up the campaign, called my students' parents claiming I was having a mental breakdown and might be dangerous in the classroom, posted in local Facebook groups about a concerning individual who worked at the elementary school. My principal started getting calls from worried parents. My teaching assistant began treating me like I was unstable. I knew this was exactly what he wanted, my resignation in shame. So I showed up to the hearing anyway, sat quietly while he presented his evidence, kept my composure while HR reviewed his fake screenshots and witness statements. Halfway through his testimony, I saw him check his phone and smirk. That's when I knew he was texting his friends real-time updates about destroying my career. After he finished his lies, the superintendent asked if I had anything to say in my defense. I stood up calmly and said, actually, yes. You need to see this before you make any decisions. I pulled out my laptop and hit play. Clear audio of him bragging to his friends about fabricating evidence. She's too proud to just disappear quietly, so I'll make sure she gets fired and can't teach anywhere else. The room went silent. I played the second recording, him admitting to creating fake text screenshots using online generators, then the photos from their group chat showing his detailed plan to ruin her reputation permanently. The superintendent's expression changed instantly. The HR director looked at my ex and said, sir, we need to speak with you privately. He went pale, started backtracking immediately. I don't know what that is. She probably faked those recordings somehow, but I wasn't done. The third recording was him calling parents with fabricated stories about my mental health. I have a responsibility to protect those children from an unstable teacher, he'd said. These recordings were made from shared accounts you created during our relationship, I explained calmly. Everything is timestamped and verified through digital forensics. The hearing ended immediately. 20 minutes later, he was being escorted from the building by security, while I heard the superintendent on the phone with the district's legal team. The charges against me were dropped instantly. My ex was banned from school property permanently and faced criminal charges for filing false reports. He had to pay my legal fees, and the district actually gave me a formal apology. Best part? His employer found out about the criminal charges and fired him for conduct unbecoming of a professional. Turns out filing false police reports doesn't look good on background checks.